Come on, bro, you gotta lock in. You know, when you just care about football and nothing else, and your whole day is shaped around football, there's not much more room for any other stuff. For you, it's like a full-time job, but you still play Sunday League. What if I told you that this isn't a great approach to the game? Or at least it wasn't for me. Now, before we get into the video, don't forget to like and comment, because you know it really helps the algorithm and therefore also my channel. And also feel free to subscribe to the channel if you like. Now, let's not waste any more time and dive into the first tip. I remember a friend once telling me, people succeed when not giving a fuck. And that just hit me. Because my whole life I've been trying so hard to improve. And I did, of course, but just in training and not in games. Now, I clearly had the skill, there was no question about that. So I knew that it had to be a mental problem. And by now I know what it was. I always put too much pressure on myself. You know, in youth football there isn't much pressure unless you play at the highest level maybe. People just care about developing players, in some cases even more than winning games. And if you have a bad game, there's always a next one, and people don't remember. Like, people don't care if you missed the open goal yesterday, they've probably already forgotten it. And as I said, there isn't much external pressure on yourself to deliver. There's just internal pressure by yourself. And the ironic part is, because you watch this video, I assume that there's too much internal pressure. And don't get me wrong, enough pressure can actually boost your performance. But too much pressure just causes harm. Now, as people just care about development, maybe you should too. Like, just look from game to game and set yourself small minor goals, and let one of those be to make mistakes. Because letting yourself make mistakes will let you play freely. Instead of a mishit pass to be a reason to bench you, it can be a chance to do it better next time, and therefore a chance to improve. Now, when you take football too seriously, you just see the end result. And the journey just becomes a waiting for the final goal. But that's really not how you achieve that final goal. So just remember why you started playing football in the first place. You just loved kicking around the ball, and you didn't care if you mishit or failed, made errors. You just went again and again and again, and you had so much fun. I believe that you can just take the right risks and be creative and aggressive if you really enjoy what you're doing. But by taking the game too seriously, you lose all the emotions. You know, when you lock in and don't show any emotions, obviously you lose the emotions. So you can't really enjoy what you're doing. Or at least I couldn't. It might work for some people, but it definitely didn't for me. I know for myself that if I enjoy the task, I do it better. So if I enjoy playing football, I play better. Now, by enjoying the game, you also start to appreciate the journey more. And you'll appreciate the day-to-day grind, and you start seeing like the little wins every day. And your focus will shift from the goal to the journey itself, which actually too releases a lot of internal pressure on yourself. So start enjoying the game again, because I believe that success is just a byproduct of you enjoying or loving what you do. Now, let's say you watched the whole video, but you still felt that nothing really applied to you. Then maybe my last video could help. See you in the next one.